Hello, I am back. I hope you guys can hear me well. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, just going to wait a little bit until more people join. So today's reading is going to be for the earth signs. So today's live stream is for all my earth elements, my grounded earthies. Last reading was all the fire signs. So was Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now today is all about earth and the earth element. So the first sign that we're going to do a reading on is Virgo. So let's just tune into that energy, to Virgo's energy for today. And like always, well, in this case, I switched them back and forth. For this reading, I'll do the Psychic Tarot for the heart. For the heart. Usually I use just the Psychic Tarot, but for this one, I use the Psychic Tarot for the heart. And also, I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot. Yeah, this is my favorite one. My favorite tarot deck is the Witch's Tarot. Okay, Virgo, so let's start with your reading. Let's see what's in store for you for this month of February 2024. Okay, Virgo, so let's take a look at your reading for February 2024. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. And we have Karma. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards for you guys. Okay. So I feel like you're working on something. You're brewing up something for yourself, Virgo. There is something that you're working on that is taking a little bit of time. It's not something that you gain right away. It's not something that you see your rewards or you see your profits or, the results of your hard work immediately or right away. It's something that you have to take time into. Like it's not something that is done quickly. It's something that you have to be patient with. So you have to take your time with this. You have to be consistent with this. You have to do it it's almost like it feels like you have to kind of do it every day and put more effort into it daily, right? It's not something that that you don't put much attention to. It's something that you have to put constant attention and constant nurturing and constant work on it. So you need more consistency, Virgo, right? But it seems like whichever you're working on, it's something that will bring rewards. So you are kind of sure of yourself, and you know what you're going to bring out of the surface with this endeavor that you're working on. Because pentacles are all about practical things. They're all about things that can bring you income, things that you're investing in, right? Because here you have all the pentacles, right? But like all plants take time, and we are in that earth energy right now today, and as a Virgo, I think you are aware of that, right? You are aware that things take time and things are a slow process, like a plant, and a plant grows slowly, right? But as a plant that grows, it also it will bear fruit. So whichever you're working on, you are aware of how much time it may take, but you just need to also you might need to put a little bit more push into it, I feel, Virgo, and a little bit more time into it, a little bit more effort into it. But it looks like you are seeing the results. This month of February, you are going to see things progressing for you for this month, like a plant slowly bearing fruit, right? It seems like you're kind of aware of it too. You're kind of sure of yourself, and it's like planting your crops, right? And waiting for them to be harvested, right? So, whichever you're working on at Virgo, you are seeing the results be quite positive for you, and but it is quite slow. It is a slow progress, but I do see it rising up little by little. So it's like a learning curve going up like that. So hey Jaylee. Oh hey Jaylee. I'm good, thank you. Chaley. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Are you, what's your zodiac sign? Are you a Virgo? So, yeah, so this is what I see for you guys, right? Are you the Sagittarius from the previous reading? Oh, you have a Virgo moon rising. Oh, okay, I see. Yes. So this is suggesting for you, for all the Virgos, even for moon rising, that things are going to have a slow progress, but it is progressing. So you are moving upwards with whatever you're working on. So there will be progression in your endeavors, I see. Right. So this is what this card is about: is planting your crops and allowing them to move slowly but surely. That's kind of what I feel, right? I feel like it's a slow progression, but it is progressing, right? And that's what's important, is that you'll see the results of what you're working on for this month of February. We do also have the Five of Wands, though there is a bit of a challenge for what you're working on this month of February, Virgo. There are people who may be a little bit competitive with what you're doing. If it's something that they relate to, probably somebody relates to the same thing, or probably want to kind of create what you're creating or working on what you're creating. There is a little bit of a challenge with these people. They are quite competitive around you, and you can tell whether they're close to you or not. You can sense that they perhaps are aiming towards the same direction, and they can be quite competitive with you, Virgo. So, but you are quite firm in what you're doing. There is kind of a challenge happening here, right? But I feel like you're very sure of yourself, Virgo. I think you're very stable in what you're doing, right? You're very stable. You're very kind of like, there's a sense of peace within you, kind of like you can see what's happening around you, but you're kind of humble in that sense. You're kind of like, I got this under control. That's the feeling I have for you, Virgo, is that you have it under control and you kind of just know it's going to progress in the right way, right? Even though there are certain challenges and obstacles around you for this month of February from these people or from these challenges around you. Could be at work, could be conflicts, maybe being kind of obstacles happening with you. But there are certain conflicts happening for the months of February in regards to what you want to progress on, right? But I feel like overall you have it under control. We also have karma. So we have the karma here for you. I feel like there's a sense of reunion with someone, with a person, like kind of teaming up with certain people, right? There's a difference between kind of like teaming up with the wrong kind of people, right? And teaming up with the right kind of people. You will kind of sense them. You'll kind of sense who's good for you and who's not good for you, right? With whatever you're trying to create here. There is a sense of good. There are good connections, and then there's bad connections, Virgo. So be mindful of who you kind of allow yourself to be vulnerable with. You'll sense who are really in your favor and who are not really in your favor. So you're going to have that experience this month of February where you'll kind of know who's with you, and you also know who's kind of like against you, right? So you're gonna have kind of like a feeling, and it's kind of like an energy they may portray around you as well, Virgo. You just, if you feel there's a lot of aggression, because this is also an aggressive energy, right? So when you sense aggression, that's also a sign that it's best not to relate with those people or with those interactions or coworkers or business partners or family members. Could be family members too. But you'll know who you will need to interact with. That will kind of give you that sense of kind of like a sort of help and assistance, because this is also a card of kind of a divine force giving you that assistance that you need, that kind of push that you need, Virgo, in order to progress further in what you want to achieve, right? And you're not in a rush. I don't see that you're rushing through this, right? The aggression usually comes from outside sources, but internally, you're quite calm about the situation. You're not rushing through things, and you're kind of sure of yourself. And so you're just taking your time in order to kind of team up with the right people, right? Team up with the right people who kind of mean well and who kind of see the same vision as you, or who kind of relate to you and kind of want to connect with you in that sense because of how much similarities you have with each other and how much you relate to each other, like-minded people, right? And because of that connection you have with them, Virgo, there's going to be this sense of kind of celebration, reunion, maybe doing a little ritual together or ceremony together, right? Depends on if you're with like-minded individuals, right? Perhaps just having a sense of resurrection with people that you thought weren't on your side are going to be on your side this time, Virgo. All right, so let's take a few cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart with these cards. And let's see what more information we have for Virgo. Okay, we have Teach. We have Throat Chakra. And we have Daydreams and Decisions. You're going to be able to speak more your truth than usual. I feel like you have something to give, Virgo, towards others. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge or information to teach to others. We have, the teaching card, right? There is a sense of like wisdom that you have, Virgo, an internal wisdom that you feel like you can give to others and teach to others. But I think the problem has been your throat chakra, right? It's been quite a challenge to open up to others or to kind of like give that information you need to others, right? And there's going to be a sense of activation on your throat chakra that's going to allow you to kind of speak your truth. I feel like there was this sort of block that was blocking you to kind of speak your truth towards other people, right? And maybe something was affected by it by other people. It was harmed maybe by others who are probably competitive around you, or who were being competitive in what you're doing and what you were in control of, or what you were aiming for. There is a sense of aggressiveness by these people, and perhaps that is what closed your throat chakra, Virgo. So I feel like if you work on your throat chakra this month of February, you can watch even videos on YouTube and put like throat chakra activation. And then you see the video and let it run throughout the day while you're working. Just turn it on in the living room, let it play in the radio on your phone while you're working on, I don't know, on the computer or with your headphones. So it's good to like put out that frequency around you so that it starts to activate your throat chakra, because I feel like there's a lot you need to say. There's a lot you need to speak about and talk about. And it's maybe regarding what you're working towards to speak more. Maybe you are, or you're dealing with people that you need to kind of communicate more, right? So whichever it is, there's going to kind of be an activation of your throat chakra again. Either way, I feel like it's activating, but it'd be good if you kind of assist that a bit more by putting on those videos to help assist your throat chakra, because there's a lot you can give and there's a lot you can teach. Okay, so there's something that you can give to others. There's a sense of wisdom that you have that you can help and speak with other people regarding the situation. So it's either you teaching or you guiding or you taking charge of what you are planning here with the Seven of Pentacles, right? Or speaking about your truth and regarding this situation, this conflicting situation with these other people, kind of speaking about it and kind of needing to release something that needs to be heard. That's what I feel. Releasing something, speaking about something that needs to be heard, right? And there's a sort of block, and that's not allowing you to do that, Virgo, right? And same time, by healing that, you'll be able to provide information to other people that need to hear something, that you may carry that information and you may teach that information, right? It doesn't have to be something that you have wisdom on. It can be something that you're good at, knowledge, and something that you learned that only you have knowledge of it and you can teach it to others, right? But you need to first heal that throat chakra of yours. We also have daydreams and decisions. So there's a lot of contemplation here this month of February for you, Virgo, in regards to where you might want to head in your life. You may need to kind of reflect and kind of think more deeper about your choices, things that you need to kind of reflect on, and things that you need to go through again, contemplate if you're making the right choices. There are certain things that make you question about your direction, make you question about where you should head towards. Any decisions that you need to make regarding anything, could be regarding work, career, relationships. In this case, I feel it's more regarding relationships, interactions with people. Saying that there's this sort of aggression around you, or sort of like aggressive, competitive nature of others around you that may not be that healthy for you, Virgo. And so there's this sense of contemplation, because here you sense that there are others around you where you have a better kind of connection and better relationship with these other people than you do with the people around you that perhaps may be more closer to you, right? But there's more of an aggression to it, right? So I feel this February is going to be more of a time to kind of figure things out in which direction you want to head towards. Okay, so there is a sense of internal reflection. Yeah, internal reflection of choosing wisely the direction that you want to head towards, right? Because there's a lot of options around you, Virgo. There's a lot of options and choices to make and directions to go. So you just need to center yourself and really pinpoint what is good for you. Choose the priority, right? What is your priority in life right now, and will that support? Will the choices that you make support that priority of yours, right? So yes, lots of contemplation for this month of February for you, Virgo. Okay, so yeah, that's what I see for Virgos. Lots of healing regarding that as well. Healing and regarding being able to kind of speak your truth maybe because before you couldn't really kind of express yourself, Virgo, and I feel like there's going to be a sense of self-expression this month of February for you. All right. Okay, so that's for Virgo. Now we're heading towards it's not Capricorn, is it? Taurus. Yeah, Taurus. So we're going to do a reading for Taurus now. So I'm just going to shuffle a bit the cards. So yeah, Virgo, looks like it's a good month. I feel like there's, like I said, there's progression in what you're trying to create for yourself. And it's a little bit slow, but it's progressive. And I guess that's what's important, is that whatever we're trying to build, of course, like everything takes time, right? Everything takes time in life. But the part that is bringing results is quite a good sign with what you're trying to build, Virgo. Okay. All right, Taurus. So let's do a reading for you now, Taurus, for this month of February. Oh yeah, and I do sense something about moving too. Choices regarding moving. Not only regarding relationships for Virgo, but I think it's also regarding whether if a certain place is good for you or not. That's what I sense for you too. Okay. All right, Taurus, let's see what's in store for you. So Taurus, we have the 10 of Wands. We have the Hangman. And we have the Magician. It's there's quite a load over your shoulder, Taurus. There's a lot of things you're working on this month of February. It's not something that you can handle. It is a little bit stressful, but it's something that you took on, right? It's a responsibility and duty that you were willing to carry forth and accomplish for this month of February. It's not something you can't handle. I think you can handle it, Taurus. It's just it can get a little bit overwhelming at times, taking a lot over your shoulder, carrying these responsibilities, and it can be quite tiring for you, Taurus, for this month of February. But it is something that you feel like you can handle, right? And it's going to take some time, to build that thing that you want to build, Taurus. It's kind of like a foundation, kind of stabilizing a foundation in some sort, and kind of working little by little to build those bricks. Yeah, that's what I feel. I have the feeling of those bricks, that you build when you build the home, right? And so I think brick by brick, you're kind of setting everything and solidifying everything. And that metaphor of a brick, of yeah, you need a break. You need a sense of break, Taurus, right? But you are almost reaching that finish line, I feel, for you, and it's taking time building that brick by brick. And that symbolism of a brick is not just in regards to the foundation of a home or a foundation of a job. It can be anything. I also feel like it's something you're working towards that is kind of like a foundation for you, Taurus. And it takes time, brick by brick. You build the foundation, right? And this is a symbol of the wands that he's carrying over his shoulder. You know, it has to go back and forth carrying those wands and building brick by brick what they're building, right? So I feel like it's something that you've been working hard towards, but it once in a while it gets overwhelming for you, Taurus. That's what I sense. I sense it gets overwhelming, but I feel like you're going to get through it, Taurus. For this month of February, I feel like you have a lot of endurance, and you're quite responsible with what you took on, the tasks that you took on, and the challenges that you faced. You're quite firm and you're quite responsible, Taurus, and you pull through, right? And you will pull through for this month of February, okay? So I feel like you are stabilizing yourself with what you're trying to build. There is a sense of kind of like a loss of control, like you don't have control over a situation, and that's kind of frustrating you, Taurus. You like well, earth elements tend to want to have control over situations. They like to be control in their life, and they like to control the direction of their life. Well, Virgos in general like to control the direction of their life, right? And Taurus is in a sense also in regards to, I feel, mostly their careers and their jobs. It's difficult for them to not know or not have control over the situation, because there is a situation here where you're kind of losing control and you're kind of surrendering over the situation, Taurus, right? You're kind of just having faith. You're kind of surrendering, but you're also kind of having faith about it, and understanding that this is a temporary situation that you're going through, and that things will be resolved in time. And there's not much you can do about it. It's just something regarding, it could be regarding, I feel like a lot of people, something to do with jobs and being laid off. A lot of people are being laid off in certain jobs, and are situations that probably you have to be moved around in certain places in your job, because not everybody's being laid off, but some people are having conflicts and issues in regarding to their job position. And that situation is quite frustrating. As a Taurus, you want to have that control over your career status and position, and even in regards to your home situation, right? So, or family situation. But I feel like it's going to be a time where you're just going to surrender to it, and surrender to when an opportunity approaches you, right? For those who got laid off at work, kind of surrendering to the situation, and surrendering that the right time will come when you regain that position, or kind of adjusting to the changes of your position or your job, right? It could be taking more responsibilities, because you are quite busy this month. So it may be taking on a task and a responsibility that is quite challenging for you, but it's not something you can't do, and something that you don't have also control of around you. So there will be a time of kind of surrendering about the situation, and kind of letting go of control. And that will be the challenge for you for this month of February, Taurus, is kind of letting go and surrendering, and kind of gaining wisdom from it, and having the faith, that things will progress in a better direction for you. Um, because you're someone who wants to stay in control still, even though situations you're surrendering to, you are still in control in certain senses, in certain parts, in certain aspects of your life. As a magician, you want to bring forth manifestation. You want to bring forth you want to bring forth new opportunities in your life, and you have all the tools available. So you are gathering all the tools this month of February to kind of get going in something that you want to bring into fruition, right, in your life. And so you have all the tools available, and you are setting like a blueprint, or kind of planning out things for this month of February in order to kind of make it a reality. So you are kind of in a way, the manifester, and kind of bringing forth something into your reality in order to get going in that thing that you want, right? So although there is a balance of surrender, there's also a balance of still wanting to maintain something or gain control of a situation in your life, right? And move towards that direction. And it looks like you have the knowledge and understanding and how to make that happen and how to push that forward, Taurus. So there is going to be movement forward in that situation, and you are going to make this happen right now. And that's the feeling I get with you, Taurus, is that sense of kind of manifesting that situation for you. And it looks quite positive and fruitful. And you have the power to do that, Taurus, right? So certain things you're letting go, but certain things you have control over, right? And that's probably what's keeping you balanced for this month of February, Taurus. So let's take out a few more cards for Taurus. Love abounds. That's good. Refusing to see. Third eye chakra. Okay, so I feel like there is this information coming through your intuition, Taurus, that you're kind of refusing to see. There's something that you're aware of and that you intuitively know about, right? And you're kind of blocking it. Although you're being told this, you're kind of refusing to see the truth about that situation, right? And I feel like it's something regarding love, it's something regarding a relationship, something regarding that or a situation that fulfills you, right? And I feel like you're just kind of refusing to see it, right? So this is the third eye chakra, right? Third eye. And it's interesting because we have this third eye here, right? But same time we have like this armor here. So that gives me the impression that you're blocking information, Taurus. You're blocking something. You don't want to face something. You don't want to see the truth about a situation, right? There is a sort of blockage, and it's divinely guided. It's like intuitive information, intuitive psychic information about a situation, right? And it's something that you're just refusing to see. You don't want to see it, right? You're blocking it. And it has something to do with kind of regrets of something, regrets of a situation, kind of closing yourself off because you are kind of defensive and you're kind of blocking your emotions in regards to it, right? And you're quite defensive and you're quite armored, right, to others and to other people, right? Although you do see things beyond you do see things that are regarding a situation with love. That's what I feel. It's something regarding a situation with love or with something that fulfills you, like an opportunity that fulfills you, right? Emotionally fulfills you. And it's something that is right there, but you just can't seem to want to face it, right? Want to face this truth. Right. And it's interesting because we have the eye there too. So we have like three eyes. An eye here, an eye there, right? And we have the third eye chakra. So there's something regarding a situation when it comes to love or when it comes to an emotional fulfilling opportunity for you that will help you move forward in a different direction. But you're refusing to see it. You're refusing to see that opportunity that of emotional fulfillment, Taurus, And because you are quite defensive, you are very armored, you are quite protective of yourself and the things around you, and you're protective of what you're doing and your life in general, and you're protective over your heart, right? So although you're seeing this, and although you're feeling it, that intuitively you can sense information about the situation that is positive for you, you're not allowing yourself to see it. It's almost as if you have a blindfold, but you can sense it, you can feel it, and you can see it, but you're just not allowing yourself to see it, Taurus, for this month of February. That's what I sense. So yeah, so that's what I see for you, Taurus. So I feel like a lot of the things that keep you in a stagnant situation, keep you stagnated, or why there's a lot of stagnation right now, because things are feeling a bit stagnant and you are kind of surrendering to it, not having control of that situation. A lot of the situations why you're stagnant is because you're refusing to see. You're refusing to see the truth, right? You're refusing to see the truth of the situation, or the truth that maybe it's time to move forward in a different direction. It's time to move forward in this direction that is more fulfilling. But because of certain situations that pulled you back in the past, you're quite defensive and guarded in regards to moving forward in that situation, right? Even though it's divinely guided and you can intuitively perceive it, there is this sense of resistance to it. That's what I feel for you, Taurus, is that you're resisting it, right? So yeah, so that's information for you, Taurus. There's just a bit of resistance for the month of February. But in the month of February, there are opportunities coming for you, which is emotionally fulfilling, right? Love abounds. So there's a lot of emotional opportunity and emotional fulfillment for you. An opportunity for you, Taurus. It's just you're just not wanting to see it. It's like you're blocking it out. You don't want to see it, but it's there and you feel it, right? But you're just blocking it, right? I feel like it's either relating to a relationship or a career opportunity, a job opportunity. That's what I feel. It is either a job opportunity or a relationship, love relationship, a job opportunity. It's either, depending on the person, whoever resonates with that. It's either that's what I said. It's either both, right? And if it's in regards to the job opportunity or an opportunity to finally accomplish something that you dreamed of, there's something about that you're resistant to. Maybe it's like refusing to. Sometimes, as people, we get attached. We get attached to situations. We get attached to people. We get attached to other job opportunities, right? So it depends on you, right? But yeah. All right, Taurus. So that's it for your reading. So we're gonna do now Capricorn. So that's the last one for Capricorn. We even get attached to locations, where we get attached to situations and places so easily. As Taurus, trying to understand the energy of a Taurus, they like to ground themselves and stay stable in one place, right? And I feel like it's hard for them to kind of move forward. Like a fire sign, like a Sagittarius. Sagittarius are easy to move forward in another direction. They can easily move forward and try the new thing, go to there, try this opportunity, try here, try with this person, try with that person, or try with try this place, this new place to move to, try there. There's a contrast between that. It's because I feel like you have to be a little bit like that more, whereas Taurus are a little bit more grounded and they stay stabilized. They're like a tree. And Sagittarius, that's something that Sagittarius needs to learn, is to also kind of ground themselves, right? In that sense. With Taurus, I feel like, yeah, it's challenging for them to unroot themselves. Let's just say if they need to move to a different location, or let's just say they need to move towards a different job opportunity that's better for them. It's hard for them to let go and deroot themselves, like completely deroot themselves and be placed and planted somewhere else, let's just say. And that could be regarding a new location to move towards, a new job opportunity, even a new relationship, perhaps. All right. So it's just difficult to make that progression, to move on forward. And I always say this, that life is like a bicycle. Life is like a bicycle. You just have to keep on moving forward. It's like, and life is always changing and shifting. It's like we have to sometimes lose control of that. Like a lot of times, it's just how life is. That's how growth and progression happens. Sometimes we don't like it, but as things will shift and move, and we have to change our direction, and change our lives in some sense. And sometimes it's for the best, right? But I understand that's challenging, of course. But life is basically a bicycle. You're riding a bicycle, and you just have to keep moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. What's next? Okay, move on forward towards that direction. That's just how life is. It's challenging, I get it, but that's just how life is. That's like the laws of the universe. Believe me, I love comfort just as much, right? Because Taurus is all about comforts, right? Not wanting to get out of their comforts, especially if they work so hard and building this for themselves, for you guys, building this for yourselves, and being comfortable finally in that situation, right? And they like their luxuries as well. But we don't have control. Sometimes we just have to shift our life. Life is asking us to shift. It's forcing us to shift. Actually, we're at the point now where I can sense a lot of shifts happening right now at the earth, in the world, in the earth, and a lot of changes are happening, and we don't have control over that. And we're gonna have to just get a little bit uncomfortable and move towards that direction, right? And then we get comfortable again after that. So it's just challenging because eventually it's like life is about not getting too comfortable. And that sucks because a lot of us like being comfortable, right? Especially Taurus. So, but yeah, that's kind of like the lesson I see for February is kind of like knowing that there has to be movement forward in a different direction, but just being too comfortable to want to do that for Taurus. But I feel like once you have the confidence to do it, and once you feel like you can move on forward, then you can start manifesting it and making it into a reality with confidence. Because I feel like you do want to manifest it deep down, right? Deep down, you want to manifest it because we do have the Ace of Cups, love abounds. So deep down, you do want to make it into a reality, Taurus. So it looks like at the end of the month, you're going to start taking action towards it. You're going to kind of refuse it around the beginning of the month and kind of not see it or delay it. But at the end of the month, I see you kind of taking charge and moving forward finally towards it. Right? Because you have a very strong major arcana card there, which is the Magician. And that's a really, really powerful card of manifestation. So meaning that you are kind of, in the end, going to bring it into a reality. That's what I sense for you, Taurus. All right, so now we are in Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, it's your turn. Let's see what's in store for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you for this month of February 2024. this one came out. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, Capricorn. So there are opportunities coming for you, Capricorn. It looks quite promising. There are promising opportunities for you for this month of February for you, Capricorn, and it does look bright, and it does look like there is a sort of financial gain from the situation, and kind of like a sort of investment and security. You may be either starting like a business or starting kind of like a new career for yourself. And I see a job opportunity approaching you, Capricorn, for this month of February, and it looks quite promising. It's something that you look forward to, Capricorn. It's kind of like what you've been hoping for. It's what you've been working hard towards. And this opportunity is finally kind of coming in for you for this month of February. And it looks promising. So there is quite promising opportunities for you, Capricorn, for this month of February. And there is kind of like financial gain coming your way. So there is a sense of finances coming your way for this month of February, leading to March. I was going to say March, but I feel like it's something that you're building up in February that will gain profit or will gain a sense of income, financial income for the month of March. So basically the month of February is like working on it and gaining something for it to develop in March, to see the results in March, I feel. Could be a contract that you be starting off in March, or it could be a business that I sense that will start to develop and show a sense of income or profit throughout the next month, which is March, I sense, right? So that's for the Ace of Pentacles. It will be a little bit challenging, though. It won't be easy for this month of for the month of February, and perhaps leading to March, because there is a lot of opposing ideas in what you're trying to build, or where you want to perhaps make an agreement with. Could be people around you who are a bit of a challenge for you, and they're quite conflicting, opposing ideas. That's what I sense, right? Because there is kind of like a tension I sense with you and another individual or around you. There is kind of like a tension, arguments, and fights I sense, right? In order to kind of make this into a reality, right? But I feel like you're fighting through it, just because, like, the yellow tones make me feel like this is you in a sense as well. That I feel like even though there are opposing ideas and conflicting ideas with others, you're still very determined to make it happen. You see, you're very determined, and you're fighting through it. You're fighting through that storm. You're fighting through that opposition and those conflicts and fights. Very determined, like a sense of determination, pulling through the storm, seeing things very clearly, and just galloping forward in a very aggressive manner, because it feels like that's the only way to achieve it, is to have to pull through aggressively, in the sense of, because there is a sense of control, right? And there is a lot of, and we're talking a lot about control now in this reading, right? And in terms of Virgo, in terms of Taurus and Capricorn, there's a feeling of not being able to control your situation. So that can lead to a sense of aggression and kind of piercing through that sort of barrier, right? So kind of releasing yourself from that barrier, I see, in an aggressive manner. Because I feel like this is very important for you, Capricorn. And so you have to just work through it and then kind of pull through and kind of believe in yourself. That's what I feel, right? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of rewards with this perhaps new job opportunity that you are pushing through, right? Or sort of business endeavors that you're trying to build really hard on with other people, right? So this is why there is a little bit of a conflict I sense for the month of February, in order to make it into a manifestation, or in order for it to finalize your decisions in terms of contracts, right? So that's the only challenge I see for you, Capricorn. You are kind of releasing certain emotional attachments in regards to this direction because of these conflicts and tension with other people. There's a little bit of a sense of detachment you're feeling now in the month of February. Like you're kind of letting go. You're kind of letting go of the past. You're letting go of people emotionally, kind of like letting go of certain cups and emotional attachments that you were attached to. You're kind of like how do I say this? Like you kind of outgrown them. You kind of outgrown the situation, and you outgrown the people that are kind of opposing your direction in your life, right? So we have the Eight of Cups here. So you're kind of moving forward. You're kind of like walking away from that, right? Certain disappointments, certain situations that made you feel like you weren't going anywhere with this, or going anywhere with the people that you were attached to before, right? And instead there's a sense of conflict and tension with the people around you, right? So there is a sense of kind of like letting go of that situation and moving forward from that past, or moving forward with that attachment, right? Because I feel like there's just so much opportunity for you, but there's just seems to be a sense of anchor pulling you back. And I feel like that's the thing that's causing you a lot of anger and tension, Capricorn. Yeah, so I feel like emotionally you may be moving forward in a new direction that will mm, not allow others to kind of pull you back in that sense, right? At the same time, there is a deeper wound in regards to the Eight of Cups. And I feel like this is a sense of a situation regarding maybe your home. I feel like it's something regarding with family members, Capricorn. Kind of letting go of an emotional attachment, letting go of a story, letting go of certain people in your life who were there but are kind of no longer there anymore, and no longer serve their purpose in your life, Capricorn. That's what I sense. I sense like they served their purpose back then during those times, but they don't serve your purpose now. That's what I feel. And I feel like that has something to do with more like um, karmic relationships, old friendships, and even family members, right? So there is a sense of love with these people, at the same time, a sense of loss, right? So that's what I sense. I feel like you're moving towards kind of like you're heading towards a direction that will provide a little bit more peace and harmony for you, and a sense of kind of tranquility and understanding. There's just a sense of like letting go in a gentle way, right? Kind of not having that attachment anymore, and kind of letting go slowly but surely, emotionally letting go of the situation. That's what I sense. So yeah, so there's a lot of bit of water here. There is a feeling of loss. That's what I sense. A little bit of a sense of loss with certain people that you've related yourself with for a while now. And there's a sense of kind of like a spiritual escape. I feel like you're heading towards, it's like you know what I feel? It's so strange. Is I feel like it's almost as if you're letting go of your karmic life, and you're moving forward towards where you really belong. You know, like a sense of letting go of your karmic relationships, karmic interactions. It's like earthly connections, kind of like moving forward, elevating yourself, and connecting more with people and places that you're more in resonance with. That's what it is. Like you're connecting more with something or someone that you're more in resonance with. So what does this mean? It means that, as if, heading from your earthly connections, karmic relationships, and diving deep within your psychic and connecting with something more higher than you, or higher than here, something very spiritual, something that you're more aligned with or have much more deeper connection with, right? And letting go of the cups that no longer serve you and served them their purpose back then, but now you've outgrown them and outgrown the situation, and you're kind of understanding that you don't align with them anymore. And so it's time to move forward in a higher direction and aligning yourself with another purpose. Now that doesn't resonate with everyone, but it resonates with a few of you, of moving forward towards that direction, right? So, all right, Capricorn, so let's take out more cards. See more information about what's happening for you for this month of February. Okay, you got refusing to see, just like Taurus. Coming together and heal. Okay. So you are healing your relationships with a person. Could be your spouse. Could be an intimate relationship with someone. You are learning to kind of cooperate with each other. If there was a conflict that you had with this person, like perhaps, right, we sense here with the Knight of Swords, I feel like there's going to be a sense of mutual understanding. There's going to be like an important conversation that's going to take place that's going to help you and your spouse or your intimate romantic partner or relationship to come closer together, right? So there is a sense of coming together with a particular idea or a particular vision or understanding, right? Perhaps moving forward somewhere where, like I said, moving on towards places that you align better than, the places that you were in your past and you have outgrown. So coming with that understanding together to move on forward in a new direction together. Perhaps is understanding what you guys want together as a couple, maybe to form a family or to take care of your children, right? And your priorities will be, you'll focus more on your priorities. You'll be more aware of what your priorities are, and you'll put full attention on that together, right? So there is a sense of coming together and kind of finally agreeing with each other. That's what I sense. If it's regarding a spouse or relationship, or regarding family members, but it is more intimate, probably in a intimate relationship, kind of like seeing finally eye to eye after being involved in so much disagreements or tension with other people or with your intimate partner. So, and I think the reason why there was a lot of tension was because someone was refusing to see the truth about the situation, right? For some reason, they were blocking it. Also, probably there was maybe certain situations that you needed to resolve with that person that you were blocking and not wanting to come to agreement, I feel, together. Refusing to see the truth and what needs to be taken place with each other. Right? One of you was kind of blocking it. Either you were blocking it, Capricorn, or your spouse or partner was blocking it, or someone that you're very close to was blocking it. And that was kind of delaying situations, and that was kind of creating conflict. So I feel like it's something to do with not coming to agreement or not seeing things eye to eye. And I feel like there's going to be healing that will take place from that, right? So it is going to be a month of healing for you and for the both of you, for you and your person, for you and other people. And healing, kind of releasing the chains, the blocks, karmic chains, I feel, right? Because you are moving forward from something that no longer serves you, Capricorn, and kind of healing from that and releasing yourself from those chains. You're probably very chained up by that. Kind of like you didn't have control over it. I feel like you were kind of trapped. And now things are being released for you, and you're gaining opportunity to kind of moving forward to something that's better for you, aligning towards something that is much more healing and enlightening for you. Hey, first name. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm very nice. Yeah, I feel like Capricorn, you will kind of break free from what was trapping you. And I feel like that's where a lot of the anger comes from, is feeling that you're trapped, right? And not being able to make your choices, right? And I feel that kind of makes you want to aggressively pull forward, push on out, because that's the only way to break free, is to break free from that. Right? Is sometimes you have to approach things in an aggressive manner to get out of there, or to make people listen, or to just, because I feel like you're very controlled, Capricorn, right? And that's why it's hard for you to bring this into your life. But I feel like with communication and kind of removing the blindfold, because they're also refusing to see that truth, could be quite challenging, right? I feel like in the end, there's going to be a sense of coming together with you and someone around the end of the month. And that's going to finally kind of break away the chains that have been kind of pulling you back, and kind of healing from that as well. So you'll finally gain that healing that you need, you and this other person, right? Okay, so that's the reading for Capricorn. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading for the earth signs. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer them for you here. You're intimate only because I love. Oh, well, we love because we're intimate, right? Our love is intimacy. Well, actually, love doesn't have to be intimate. Love can be just, you don't need to be intimate to love someone. You can just love them from afar. But in this case, in the reading for Capricorn, I feel like it's like an intimate love for Capricorn. There's a sense of intimacy with this person, right? And that's going to kind of like, you're going to heal with that person. That's what I feel with the Capricorn reading. Yeah, I kind of want to take one more card with this Ace of Pentacles, because this one, I feel like a lot of people were drawn to this card. So let me take a few cards for Capricorn for that one, actually, for the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it has something to do with, like, I think you were focusing on something that you kind of were wasting your time on, and instead you have to change your focus into something that actually is more in alignment with you, and that will bring more results quicker. That's what I sense with the Ace of Pentacles, is that I think you are focusing on the wrong things, and that you just need to change your focus towards a different direction or different thing that can actually bring an investment for you quicker, or is for you, right? But that requires like a sense of partnership, and it's hard to find that partnership. It's something to do with something that's aligned more with you, and kind of you have like-mindedness. It's something regarding something you believe in, something that is more in tune with who you are, and a sense of like, I don't know, something to do with like services. That's what I feel. But it requires you to move forward in a different direction. That's what I feel. And it requires a sense of partnership with someone. That's why I feel there's a lot of partnership here. And it's something that you have to flow with. You can't really control it. You have to flow with it, because it's leading you to a direction that's better for you. There are certain challenges in regards to this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity. There is a little bit of like maybe people not wanting you to achieve this probably this job opportunity or this business venture. But obviously, you just have to make sure not to relate yourself with these people, or not really kind of reveal it too much. I feel just stay hidden from these people. I feel there are certain people you can't fully trust, Capricorn. So just be mindful around them, right? Don't reveal everything you're trying to reveal to other people, because some people don't mean well, right? So yeah, so flow with it. Partner up with the right people, or make contracts, or network with the right people, I feel, right? And change your focus in your direction with what will bring more opportunity and success for you, right? Because I feel like what you were focusing on before is not really leading you to where you need to be. So by changing your focus, changing your direction, that's going to help you out, okay? All right, Capricorn, so that's it for my monthly readings for this month of February 2024. The next readings I'm going to do, I think, is Aquarius, I think I'm going to do. So I'll make a reading either Aquarius or the water. No, not Aquarius, the air signs. I was thinking about Aquarius. I don't know why. Okay, so probably I'll start with the air signs then after this one. So I'm going to try my best to do reading tomorrow, because I want to be kind of consistent with this. So I'm going to do the air signs tomorrow, and then after that I'll do the water signs. So yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this monthly readings for the earth signs. Tomorrow I will do the air signs, starting with Aquarius, okay? And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you like all my videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you liked this video, please like this video as well. If you like to donate with what I do, the link is under the description below. So that'd be grateful too. I'll be grateful for that too. So yeah, so have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.